Next topic, Zack Snyder's Justice League. That's right, still winning. Very much winning still. Because look at this right here. Zack posted this yesterday on his Vero. And he said, cool. North American Film Critics Association, best streaming movie. Top 5 right there, Zack Snyder Justice League. I don't know if this is in any particular order, if it's going from like first to last. I'd like to think it is, because The Power of the Dog, I keep on hearing there's a lot of Oscar buzz happening with that movie. I need to watch that. The only other movie I've watched is Don't Look Up. So I got to watch all these, The Harder They Fall. I got to watch that. Tick, Tick, Boom. I got to watch that too. That's definitely, I'll be watching that before the Academy Awards that nobody's going to watch. But yeah, just absolutely fantastic that the North American Film Critics Association named Zack Snyder's Justice League one of the best streaming movies of the year. That's February 10th. Is that when it's happening right there? Theaters are getting the Batman popcorn. Yeah. Legend tell Dave how harder they fall is. Yeah. Isn't like, I hear it's great, right? Yeah. Power of the Dog is depressing as shit. Yeah. I mean, usually those kind of movies are. It looks like it would be, but I'm hoping for, a strong story and a lot of performances. So, yeah, I'm looking for that. But hey, man, we keep winning. Dave, The Harder They Fall is cinema. Yeah, okay. I'm definitely gonna watch that. Maybe I'll watch it this weekend. What's funny is like every one of these, all the other movies are on Netflix. Besides Zack Snyder's Justice League. By the way, did you guys listen to Kevin Smith's Friday Film School podcast when they talked about Zack Snyder's Justice League? If you haven't listened to that yet, do yourself a favor. It's a great listen. I listened to it today. And then, the two guys that he was talking with who used to work at movie theaters, they talked about their stories about Justice League and all that. And they talked about how much they love the movie. I mean, obviously, Kevin Smith has always been a big supporter of Release the Snyder Cut. I mean, he's been there since the beginning. He's always been on the side of let the guy fucking finish his goddamn movie, He praises Zack like a motherfucker, calling him one of the nicest dudes he's ever met. Kevin Smith, he's always self-deprecating when it comes to his filmmaking. I mean, just himself in general. But it's funny because they talk about Zack's movies, obviously from Dawn of the Dead till now. And, he talks about how, like, when Dawn of the Dead came out and he watched it, he was like, holy shit, am I, like, even in the same space as this guy? And then when 300 came out, he goes, can I even breathe the same air as Zack Snyder? This is amazing. He's literally taking a Frank Miller book and he's creating splash pages all over the place. It's a really good listen. So I still need to see Tragedy of Macbeth. Yes, I do. I haven't watched that yet. Caught up, on some other movies. Well, the good thing is I'm not going to the movies again because there's nothing really new coming out till next month. So I'll be catching up on movies this week. But no, but yeah, he gave a lot of praise to it, and he's very much all about restore the Snyderverse. Also, Kevin Smith, he talks about how it's like, how is it? How he said he keeps on in the podcast. He would keep on saying that that if he was HBO Max, if he was any kind of leadership at HBO Max, he'd be like, how are you not just pulling out a chunk of money? Maybe it doesn't have to be like a huge amount of money, but just let this guy finish, or let it keep going. Let it keep going. Obviously. It's funny, too, because he was kind of saying, like, well, Zack Snyder works with big budgets. But I'm like, well, wait a minute. 300 was not a big budget. If you think, that was less than $100 million, wasn't it? If I'm not mistaken. At least for the production budget, I'm pretty sure it was, or it was around $100 million. But, it was a low budget. Zack can work with a low budget. He really can. So that's when Kevin Smith was saying, like, oh yeah, maybe they would have to cut the budget off. I don't know if that would work in his favor. It's like, nah, I think it would. I think Zack knows how to utilize his budget to the max, and I think he would absolutely be able to do that. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, it was $65 million. There you go. Thank you, Jose. So yeah, $65 million. If you watch 300, do you think that movie was made with $65 million? Fuck no. That fucking the guy Zack Snyder made it look like it was made with $250 million. Jesus Christ, that thing looks huge. Looks like a big, huge budget right there, man. But he made it work. He made $65 million work right there. So, but I like what Smith had to say, man. It's really good stuff. Really kind words. Hopefully Zach gets to listen to that podcast. It's a really good podcast. And I mean, the other guys just praise the absolute shit out of the movie. I mean, yeah, it's a good listen. So make sure you listen to that. But yeah, congratulations to Zach once again. Keeps on winning. Keeps on winning. That's right. Just keeps on winning. So we love it. We love to see it. We love to see it. And
yeah, suck it, Warner Brothers.
That's right. Suck it, Warner Brothers. We got another super chat right here. Hold on. So let me pull that up here real quick. All right, what do we got here? What are you saying now, Armani here? Mr. Martinez, James Gunn, DC reminds me of the game Gotham City Imposters. He does great with a low budget, in-your-face, obscure characters. Judo Master is a vibe. I agree with that. Judo Master is pretty crazy. And those scenes with him, yeah. I mean, he does. I think, I think a lot of us weren't sure what Peacemaker was going to be. If it was going to be anything, and it just seemed like it was like, really, you're going to do Peacemaker? And a lot of us are kind of going like, you know what, we're enjoying this. This is kind of this is interesting. This is new. This is kind of fresh, you know. So yeah, Judo Master is he's a whole vibe. He definitely is a whole vibe. So it's good stuff. Yeah, I know. I was thinking that when it came to Ben, you know, like, hey, he's, you know, have Kevin Smith be involved with the Batfleck movie. So. Because, you know, Kevin Smith's like a huge Batman fan. But, I mean, I don't know. He would probably want to do something a little... I could see Kevin Smith doing like a Booster Gold, something like that. I could see a Booster Gold movie from Kevin Smith. So, that's just me, though.